the anxiety. In fact, that was part of the reason why most times I can't even look at my wedding pictures or wedding video, because honestly the crowd was just too much. At the point I almost passed out, I almost fainted, because I was seeing a lot of people and I couldn't process it. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Joy, and if you're coming across my channel for the first time, you're welcome to my channel. And do also subscribe to the channel, turn on post notification so that you get notified whenever I put up a new video. Yeah, so guys, in today's video I'm going to be talking about life as an introvert. So I'm a Nigerian, if you do not know, and I was born and brought up in Lagos. For a while I went to school in Akwa Ibom state, which happens to be my state, and then after that I got married. So basically I'm like more of a Lagos girl than any other place. Recently I came across a video that some people spoke about. I saw a lady crying in the video, and she was saying she was lonely, she had no friend, no family, nobody to talk to. Some guys said the same thing, and I'm like, I understand and I respect people's feeling, but I cannot relate. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I cannot relate, but I mean, I don't really know. Maybe it's because of the way I was raised, because I was raised in a very stiff home, where our routine was like from church to house, from house to church to school. You know, it was more like a triangle lifestyle. We didn't really have a social life outside of that. We did not really have a social life outside of that. I mean, the few social life that we had, we were sneaking out of the house to have it, and it's not a bad thing. I mean, we go out of the house to play with kids on the street. We go out of the house to play with kids on the street when my parents were not around. So like that was like the social life that we had. I remember that even in those moments when my brother wanted to go out, maybe my because I had an immediate elder brother. Our firstborn was not really around because he was schooling in Niger Delta. He was schooling in Niger Delta, and I mean Bayelsa, yeah, Niger Delta University. Was schooling there, so he was barely always around. So I'm talking about my immediate elder brother, myself, and my younger sister. So three of us were mostly the ones at home with our parents, and our parents would go to work, and we were always at home. So most times my brother would be like, okay, let's go out, let's go and visit somebody, you know, I want to go and visit my friend. And me, I will give my brother 1,001 reason why we should not go, because our parents said we should not go out. I'm really like that kind of person that like to keep to rules and regulation. Like, I don't know, it's just been my nature. So I'm like, I'll try to convince my brother we're not supposed to go out. What if we go out and then we are coming back, we now see mommy coming back? Ha, hey, me, I don't want to, they will beat us, so, and all this kind of thing. So I never enjoyed going out. And even for the times I had to go out, maybe sneak out and escort my friends, maybe to go and buy something, for run errands for their parents, it was an activity mixed with anxiety for me, because I was always anxious and scared at the same time. Yeah. So coming to I think that phase of life prepared me for this phase of life, because right now I'm in a new country, and I'm in a country different from my country, and I do not have any friend. We've been here for over a year. I do not have any friends. My routine is from work to home, from home to church, and the church I don't even go all the time, because most times I'm always thinking, okay, do I really need to go out? Or sometimes I'm so tired enough from work that I can't even make it to church. So yeah, so I'm like, most times I'm indoors. most times I'm indoors. My husband is always very willing to go out and run some errands. Like most times my husband, um during the weekend, is always willing to go and buy food stuff to stock the fridge. Sometimes I even offer to, but be like, no, he wants to do it. Or um he, he, when I complained about it, because me, I have anxiety going out. I just realized that I have anxiety whenever it's time for me to go out and maybe get something done or buy something. I always have anxiety of being on the road. So most times my husband understands that, and he's always willing to go and buy things. So I'm really, really looking at it from this angle. And how do I even entertain myself? Most times when I'm at home, what do? I just sit down, and I like to cook. If there's nothing to cook, if I've got nothing to cook, I just maybe read online. I used to read hard copies of books, but my son usually once maybe I just mistakenly drop it and go to run an errand, I may come back and meet the books done. So I've not been reading hard copies. So most times I read on my phone. I go through my phone, I'm doing social media, and those activities makes me feel very, very relaxed. Like by the time I'm done, I don't even feel the excitement of going out. And I know that this is kind of good for some people, but I think it's bad as well, because I do not have a social life outside my family. It's just my family. I barely keep friends. I have some friends, old friends from secondary school, or from way back. Yeah, from way back my secondary school times, that I still talk to. But aside that, I don't really keep any relationship. I can't deal with the commitment. I know that friendship requires commitment, right? And so I don't think I can give that at this phase of my life. So what's the essence of keeping a friend? Imagine I'm having a friend, and the friend is calling me, oh, come, let's go and hang out somewhere, or let's go out and let's go and shop. If you call me for shopping, I always like to shop. I think that's the only thing that that's the only exciting thing for me that takes me out of the house. But every other thing, like I've come to realize, does not interest me. When it comes to going out, I'm not interested in doing any other thing. In fact, it's just to work, and I know that it's so bad, but then it's already a part of me, and I used to like live in self-denial, but I've just I've just had to like encourage myself to accept this personality that I have, because really it's not my fault. Maybe it was the way I was brought up. I can't really socialize. I socialize well, but then I can't keep up with the socialization. I don't know if you get it. Like I can go into a setting and I can easily make friends, but I cannot keep friends. I don't know if you get it. Like I can come into a place, I see people that I've never met before in my life. I know how to relate with them. But after that moment, maybe we exchange number. After that moment, I can't keep up with the friendship, because for me, I think friendship is sacrificial. And right now, I don't want to sound selfish, but I don't think I can give the commitment and sacrifice. Like maybe, it takes work for friendship to be established. Going out together, having fun, discussing, talking long hours on phone, in your free time. And I really can't do that. When I'm free, I'm thinking of if I should sleep, or if I should look for something to cook, or just relax, surf the internet, and just be. Especially, I notice I like my quiet. I like my quiet so much that I do not play with it. In fact, it's one of the reasons why we chose where we stay. It's so quiet that I just feel like at peace. I feel at peace with myself. I feel so much at peace. When I come home, I just feel like, oh God, I've come into a very calm silent environment that I can just sit down and think and just refresh my mind, and it's exciting for me, honestly. So yeah, life as an introvert in the UK is very, 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 very normal for me. um Zero social life, and I have no regrets. I've not had any reason to feel bad about moving to a new place, because there's no difference between here and when I was in Nigeria. Even when I was in Nigeria, I didn't even have any friends. I think one of my friends visited me once in my house in Ibadan. She visited me once, and I really appreciate the fact that she came around. And she has been the only person that ever came to look for me. I don't go out to look for anybody. Not because I don't want to, but sometimes it just, I'm just so not, I don't know, I'm I get lost in myself a lot, and it's what I'm trying to work on this year. I'm trying to be more extroverted, maybe try to go out, try and have fun, you know, communicate more often with people, and let me just see how it goes from there, you know. If you're an introvert like me and you're struggling, just let me know. I used to feel like I wasn't struggling at first, but then I realized that life is social. You just got to be social. I mean, there are a lot of informations you miss out on when you're not social. There are some fun moments you miss out on when you're not social. And in as much as you can get fun in this 21st century, you can get fun at the comfort of your bed, you know, it's still important that you still go out and have fun. And I'm trying to create this because of my child or my children that are coming, so that they can have a very balanced social life and not be like me that have anxiety when it's time for me to go out, you know. And even during my wedding period, I remember telling my parents, even way before that time, I remember when they were driving, and I told my we were just discussing in the car, and I told my mom that on my wedding day I do not want a lot of people being there. I only want maybe immediate family members and maybe very close church members that, you know, were like family, of like that were like family, to be there. And my mom was like, no, it's not possible. What of all my colleagues? How about my friends? Can you come, can you come? And I told her, no, I even want all the wedding process and plan to be on one day or in one day. So eventually it got to the point where I wanted to get married, and I told my parents we only want 50 people. Was it 50 that I said? I said we wanted only 50 people or 100 people, because I already discussed with my husband. My husband said they were not going to be up to like 50 coming from their place, you know, because it's a very long journey. So it was like they're not going to be able to be 50 from their place. I was like, okay, at least from my place they should be like 50, so let's do 100 people. I told my parents. My mom screamed, no, it cannot be 100 though. Yeah, our church people call, my colleague call, can you come, can you come? I was so tired. I was like, I can't deal with the anxiety. In fact, that was part of the reason why most times I can't even look at my wedding pictures or wedding video, because honestly the crowd was just too much. Like the people that I saw there, no disrespect to anybody, I really appreciate the fact that people came. In fact, I'm even surprised that a lot of people came, but then I know that a lot of people came from my parents' angle, not like I had my what's it called, my classmates and my colleagues that came, you know, but that was it. Like I wasn't expecting a lot of people to come, but people were so much. I think we eventually got a hall capacity for 200 persons or 250, 200 persons here, because we paid for the first hall. And when my parents were arguing about it and stuff like that, we had to augment the payment. We had to add to the payment and get a bigger hall, because the hotel we used has like 2 halls. so we had to pay more amount and get a bigger hall. And it was nice. It was a little setting, it was nice. And I was just so surprised that a lot of people came that day. I couldn't dance, I couldn't even look at people's face, because till today I don't even know the people that came for the wedding. Please, you people should not be angry, because I couldn't even look. I had anxiety. At a point I almost passed out, I almost fainted, because I was seeing a lot of people and I couldn't process it, you know. But yeah, so immediately we finished the wedding, my mom was like, oh yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Since you're not comfortable, let's go. So I quickly left the venue. I didn't really wait around to greet people. I just left the venue. So guys, yeah, and I know it's very terrible, and it's not like I'm saying this thing with all pride, but this is my life, and I think at this point I need help with I think I need help at this point in my life. So I'm trying to navigate it. If you're an if you're if you used to be an introvert that finally found a way to navigate your life around you know, the social space, or around socializing with people, kindly let me know in the comment section below, because I really appreciate it. Yeah, because I'm really trying to do things differently this year, and hopefully I get to do it differently. All right guys, so guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you very much for staying by with me. I remain Joy. Do well to subscribe, turn on the post notification, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.